Welcome back, guys. I'm here with my second video of today. The video, I don't know, it was just a little introduction to me, myself, and what you can expect from this channel. This is like my first official shoot video, so to speak. Hope you enjoy it. So, like always, subscribe if you like what you're hearing. And I'll probably end up uploading 3 videos today, or 3 audio videos, because I'm going to be doing a review of the 9th anniversary show. So, anyway, today we're going to be talking about Sting and why I think his decision to choose TNA over WWE was a bad choice. But before we get into that, I just want to say, if you don't want to hear any spoilers, I'll suggest you turn off the video. I'll give you 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if you haven't heard already, Sting wins the world title next week on Impact when it comes to North Carolina. I think it's in Fayetteville. I don't know how you pronounce it. So yeah, Sting wins the world title of Jeff Hardy. So basically, Sting turned down the chance to go to the biggest stage of the morning sports entertainment, face arguably one of the biggest stars from WrestleMania to come out of WrestleMania, and he's chosen to win the world title from Jeff Hardy on an Impact taping. Are you serious? I mean, I understand that, you know, Sting in an interview a little while back said he wouldn't go to WWE because he wouldn't trust how he was going to be used. But that, if you remember correctly, that was when he said he didn't join because that was when there was the WCW invasion. He didn't know he didn't want to get buried. But if you haven't noticed, Sting, nobody in WWE gives a crap about WCW anymore. The last time they even acknowledged WCW like properly was when they bring out the Rutherford WCW DVD. So you ain't gonna get buried. If anything, you're going to be remembered for all the right reasons, but now you've stayed in TNA, you're going to be remembered for all the old reasons. Face it, Sting isn't getting any younger, and he isn't getting any better. So he could have had one last go, one last outing against Undertaker at WrestleMania, put on the best match they possibly can. This match could have had more hype and more anticipation than than Hulk Hogan vs. The Rock. It will be that significant to the wrestling business. But he's chose to face Jeff Hardy on an Impact taping, win the belt, which doesn't even have any prestigiousness behind it. Where if you face Undertaker, there's hype, prestigious, there's the shocking factor that these two never set foot in the ring. Sting never set foot in the WWE ring, and Undertaker's never even had face-to-face contact with Sting. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if I was Sting, why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you join WWE to go on the grandest stage of them all? Because it can't be the money, because the money in WWE will be much better than TNA, let's face it. Plus, if he went to WWE, no doubt he would get a free disc DVD set out, because basically WWE own the legacy that Sting's built. No, from late WCW days to early WCW days. So, you know, his tag team stuff with Lex Luger, so his matches with Ric Flair, blah blah blah. So they could bring out a 3-disc set, and and believe me, that would set off the shelves like that. I mean, in an instant, as soon as that DVD hit out, everyone in the YWC would snatch it up. I know I would buy it, and I don't even really collect DVDs that much, but I'd buy it definitely. And, you know, Sting could have even said, you know, bring it I'll join if you bring a DVD out about me and I get, say, 10% of the profits made. It's not a money issue. For me, I think where Sting's going wrong is he's letting Steve Borden, the man, take over the icon Sting's career. He's letting Steve Borden, the man's word, overwrite Sting's legacy. Because he, instead of being remembered for all the right reasons, which he would have been in WWE, he's going to be remembered for all the wrong reasons in TNA. Instead of people looking back in 5 years and saying, oh yeah, do you remember when Sting was in WCW and he had that great match with Ric Flair? Or do you remember when Sting come back to face The Undertaker? And they ain't going to be saying, oh, do you remember when Sting faced Jeff Hardy on the Impact taping and won the belt? That isn't what's going to be talked about. So, Sting is letting his personal stuff about WWE get in the way. I mean, if Sting had any choice, any sense, he would take the money. You know, the money's going to be pretty damn good at secure WWE. It's going to secure his family for a very long time, so he won't have to wrestle anymore. But you'll see in 3 years' time, the TNA will probably be out of the business in 3 years' time. But if not, he'll still be wrestling at 53 years old, getting known for all the wrong reasons like Jake the Snake Roberts. He'll be going on all the indie circuits and not getting nowhere for very little pay. Or you could have gone to WWE and wrestled Undertaker and got a big payoff. Now, the way I look at it is, in 5 years' time, when nobody cares about Sting, when nobody cares about what he did in TNA, he'll be doing a shoot interview with high spots or kayfabe commentaries, and the question will pop up, was it a bad mistake not to go to WWE? And he'll say yes. He'll say yes, and it'll be a broken down man. When we look back at him, we'll say, yeah, I feel sorry for him. I feel sorry for Sting. And the only person who Sting's got to blame is himself. And that's just coming up from a fan standpoint. I just think Sting made a horrible decision not going to WWE. It's not even like the belts. It's not even like the belts even prestigious. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Unless he wants to be with his boys, Ric Flair, Bischoff, blah blah blah. But really, Sting, you've missed out on wrestling in front of 70,000+, the grandest stage of them all, against the Undertaker. To go to Impact in front of 3,000 people, to beat Jeff Hardy for the TNA Divas Championship. Really. That's all I have time for, so that's all I want to rant about today. So like I said, go check out my 9th anniversary, our 9th anniversary show, our pay-per-view review after the event's finished. So yeah, thanks for watching, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to you later guys, bye bye.